and welcome to today's Speaker Card reading. Today's topic is compliments men give you, but secretly behind your back. And for that, as usual, you have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now let's get started. And guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, guys. Now let's get started. Hello, Pile 1. Let's see compliments men secretly give you, but behind your back. Clearly, men think that you are a person who has come a long way in life. A lot of you could have actually come a long way physically from your home, maybe a different home, a different state, country, continent. Some of you could be like you've emigrated to a different state altogether, and some of you have actually matured a lot. You have come a long way, especially in the last 4 5 years. You guys have grown and matured and have had a real glow up in your life, and that is something that men really compliment you on. That is something men really respect about you. You have worked very hard on yourself, and that effort is today showing. Your work, you hold the key to your destiny, you literally hold the key to your success, and the effort that you've put in through all of these years have and is now showing off. You are somebody who is really, you have flourished in your life, you have had a glow up. You have also become, with the Fool 2 card, you have seen a lot of ups and downs. Earlier you were more trusting, more gullible, somebody who would literally, if people said something, you would believe it. Today you have learned, like, you could jump and take a lot of unsubstantiated risks, which you do not do today. You are not risk averse, let me tell you that, but you take calculated risk. You have become way wiser. Before trusting somebody today, you try to gauge whether the person is dependable or not. Accordingly, the way in which the other person treats you, you give them back accordingly. Earlier you were way more vulnerable, people could hurt you, but this you know what is right for you. Three of Wands. You know what men compliment you on is, you have literally found a significant position. You have made a significant position for yourself in the society, and that is something men really find very attractive about you. Men compliment you on. What I'm seeing is, you have literally created a position for yourself. You're totally self-made. A lot of you have migrated to a different country and have recreated a life for yourself, and that is something that sets you apart. You are somebody who is easily visible in the society today. People respect you, and that is something that men really respect you, I'm seeing. Excuse me. You guys get a lot of respect from people in general, not just men, women alike. The way in which you treat others, it's your conduct, the way in which you handle your own life, that is something that men really compliment you on. Okay, you are a very workaholic person. A lot of you probably eat, sleep, and drink your work. You get up and start working, and you've got no problem working 16, 18 hours a day at times. So that is something without any complaints. Your work ethics, you're known for your impeccable work ethics. Like, men really compliment on the fact that this is a person, especially if you identify as a female in a heterosexual scenario, men literally feel that you are a person who is extremely hardworking. You have worked very hard to reach wherever you have, and even after reaching a certain position, even now you guys are working very hard to maintain that position. There is no complacency, there is a lot of humility in you. In spite of reaching certain milestones, you're still pretty humble. That is something that men tend to compliment you on. Six of Swords. You have faced a lot of impediments, a lot of criticism, a lot of inner demons, I'm seeing, and you have faced them, and you know how to manage them. You know how to properly, like, you have never let the demons, your inner demons, to control you. You have been scared, you have failed, people have criticized you, you have cried, but you never gave up. In the face of harshest criticism, you never really gave up. You are like this tortoise who never gave up, never ever gave up in their life. You are what men also compliment you on is your charitable nature. It's your donations. You tend to donate a lot. I'm seeing you seem to donate a lot, and you're known for being very compassionate, very kind, very giving, especially to the have nots. Also, you are that friend who would take care of a sick and ill friend, and maybe provide them, cook them meals, then keep them at your own place. Those are the things that you do. You are that kind of a person, and men really compliment you on that. That this is a person who is a complete human being, somebody who is very hardworking, who is very determined as far as their work is concerned, but at the same time, they're equally charitable, they're equally nice, kind, giving. Temperance, it's all about balance in your life. You are a very balanced person. For you, your work life balance is very important. Your work, your personal life, your spiritual life, everything, there is a balance. A lot of you could be Libras. Yeah, justice and temperance, both the cards, it gives me a lot of you could be Libras and Aquarius and Geminis. Also, I'm getting a lot of Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Libra significantly. Very wise, very balanced, not doing too much. Like, you are a workaholic, but that doesn't mean you fall ill because of hard work, because of overwork. That is not the case, but you work like all your work, waking hours, you are busy, but that doesn't mean that you do not take care of yourself. That balance that you maintain in your lifestyle is something that makes you even more like very attractive to men. That is something that men compliment you on. You're also, a lot of you could be into the judiciary, legal, law, paralegal, that part, or some kind of advocates, like advocacy, climate rights advocates. Also, you could be somebody who is known for being very just, somebody who always would raise their voice whenever they feel that there is something which is not right that is happening around them. You would you would for sure raise your voice. You're known to be that kind of a person, and that is something that men tend to compliment you on, that this is a person who would, no matter what, whether that person means something to them or not, they will definitely raise their voice. That is something men compliment you on. Judgment, yeah, you are a fiercely independent person. It's your independent streak. You're one of those people who tend to literally dance to the tunes of their own beats. Nobody can control you but you yourself. You hold the key to your own life. No one else is playing the piano but yourself. That kind of a confidence, a lot, loads of people tend to actually judge you. I'm hearing judge you, maybe criticize you, but you are somebody who doesn't really care. You don't care what others are saying, thinking, doing. Instead, you just try and tend to focus on things that matter to you, on things that will really make a difference in your life. And that is something that I can see is a very, very significant in your life. You're also, what I'm seeing, most of you already have enough, and that is something that you have earned yourself. Wherever you are, you have earned yourself, and you are going to go higher above if you should you choose to stay the way you are. Secondly, mostly you guys believe, like, live with an attitude of gratitude. You guys are very grateful already for whatever life has given you, because you have a lot of you have restarted your life from a position where you felt like nothing could go right in my life. From there, you guys restarted and rehashed your life, and I'm seeing that has paid you off big time. Another thing that I can see is men really compliment how grateful you are for everything that life has given you. Like, living with, like, attitude of gratitude is your, like, gratitude is your normal attitude. That is something that men really compliment you on. Men also, in especially a heterosexual scenario, if you should you choose to be a, like, identify as a female, four of wands, men really find you to be a very dependable partner. Mostly for marriage, long term relationship, you are very dependable, very giving, like a lot of earth, fire, sorry, not fire, rather earth and air, a bit of water, that kind of compassionate yet very dependable. A Virgo can also be seen, a sun, moon, rising, or a Mercury in Virgo, or a like a significant planet, a Jupiter in Virgo, something very significant in Virgo, by the way. All right. So what I'm seeing is, the thing is, you are somebody, probably, you are one of those people who knows exactly what is right for them, exactly what you need to do right now. You are somebody, men really compliment you on the fact that this is a person who knows their mind, who knows what they want out of their lives, and are willing to go after it. You don't care what others think of you. You know you have created this life of yours with your own hard work, and you are not going to let others determine anything for you. All right, guys, if you like my content, guys, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means would so much to me. So if you like my content, please do support my channel. Four of Pentacles, I'm actually trying to restart the channel properly. Yeah. All right. Four of Pentacles. What I'm seeing is you guys are known. A lot of people will call you stingy, but what I'm seeing is what men compliment mostly notice that you are not a flashy person. In spite of what you earn, whatever it might be, you are not a flashy person. On the contrary, people can't even make out how much you, like, people are jaw dropped when they hear how much actually you make, and like the kind of outfits you wear and stuff like that, because it doesn't reflect at all. You are a person who believes in saving and investing money, increasing whatever you earn, and getting better returns of your investment. That is something that you believe in. And probably some people will call you stingy, but mostly men compliment you on your financial acumen, because you are financially actually a very strong and able and stable person. That's what I'm seeing. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you guys have literally turned the wheels of fortune, your wheels of fate, into wheels of fortune. You have turned the wheels of fortune in your favor with your own hard work and determination. That's what I can see. Your hard work, your determination, your ability to just put your nose to the grindstone and keep on grinding. I don't care what others think about me. I got to do this and I'm doing it no matter what. That kind of a mindset that you have, that is something that men really appreciate about you. I'm seeing a lot of you getting several miracles and blessings in your life, like consecutive miracles and blessings, a lot of things in like quick succession, positive things happening in your life, and people are really in awe. Like, people are thinking that this person has some magic, something magic, and manifestation power about them. That is something I can see. Like, men are really, they are in awe seeing you manifest such a magnificent lifestyle. Shift your perception. Yes. You know what? It's the way in which we conduct ourselves. People perceive us best on that. That is exactly what has happened. The way, like, people's perception of you has changed today. Earlier, probably a lot of them would not take you seriously, would not do the things, that would not treat you the way you deserved to be treated. Today, those are the people who treat you with a lot of respect, with lot of kindness. You literally get the attention that you always deserve. Be brave and honest. You are a person who is extremely brave. You are a person who is extremely honest, very courageous, determined, brave, honest. You are somebody who knows exactly what their worth is, and you you do not believe in compromising in that front, and that is something that men compliment you on, that this is a person who does not believe in selling themselves short. Instead, they know what their value is. You are truly a very high value individual, not just a woman or a man, very high value individual. You have a vision for yourself. Maybe a lot of you run your own company, you are an entrepreneur, and you have a vision for yourself. People, like men, literally think of you, men women alike, they think of you as a visionary, and that is something that they compliment you on, that this is a person who is pretty ahead of their times. They know exactly what they want out of their lives, and they are not ashamed to share that with the whole world. Step out of your comfort zone. A lot of you have literally, you have stepped out, you have like, you literally tend to stay out of your comfort zone only. You are not somebody who would stay in your comfort zone. You do not believe in staying within your comfort zone, within one's comfort zone. You are one of those people who believes in going out of their comfort zone and doing the work. You're always pushing your boundaries, you're always trying to do something extra, and that is something that men compliment you on. Don't aim to fit in. You are somebody who does not try to please others, who does not try to dim their own lights in order to make others feel better. Insecure people will always feel the same way no matter what, but you are a person who does not feel that way, and that is something that I can see is very significant for you, and men really like it about you. Confidence is your key to success. You're a very confident person, very confident, determined, positive minded, that kind of a person. You are a person who knows exactly what where the key lies. Confidence is the key to your success. I'm seeing you being a very, very confident person. Cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. You are a very self reliant person. You are very independent, self reliant, very dependable, but you don't depend on others. What I'm seeing is you are like a shoulder to cry on for so many people, but you are a very strong person, and that is something men compliment you on, because that is something, like, they know that they can rely on should you choose to become their partner. If you are single and available and all such stuff, men literally feel that they can depend and rely on somebody. It's you. Elk, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. You know what, you are a very dignified, very you are that kind of a person who knows what, like, people can always try to pull you down, but your dignified demeanor, the way you present yourself, your conduct in the public spaces, in the public arena, is something that makes you stand out as well. And men literally, you are very graceful, very, like, you are an epitome of grace and also beauty. For a lot of you, you're conventionally gorgeous as well, but graceful, very graceful. The way in which you dress for the occasion like a head turner, and that is something men compliment you on. Yes, you tend to get a lot of compliments for the way you dress. Maybe it could be absolutely classy, also it could be absolutely very out of the blue, very out of the book kind of a dressing sense. It could be both ways. Bore, face the problems head on with confidence and courage, and you would emerge victorious. You are a person who believes in facing the facing life with a lot of confidence and courage. You believe in, what, I need to face my life with all the confidence. I need to move on. I need to make something great out of my life. That's how you feel about these things. I am seeing that you are a person who is a fighter, who does not believe in giving up. You are a person who does not believe that I need to, who is not scared of the impediments. You're not scared of the things. Like, yeah, you are scared, but you don't avoid them. Instead, you face the fear and move ahead. And that is something that people compliment you on. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Exactly. You are somebody who is like a peacock, who tend to stand out no matter what, you tend to stand out. A lot of you tend to get a lot of attention. It's the way you dress, it's the way you look, very gorgeous human beings, and that of course is very, very attractive. Bask in joy and light. A lot of you are, like, I'm seeing you guys being very, very successful. Very, you are going through the summer of your life. Success is literally kissing your feet. You are being very successful, extremely successful. People know that this is a person who is so successful. And like, people are actually, this, like, money is running on this, prosperity is running on this girl. That kind of a mindset I can see that is prevalent, and men are in awe. Like, a woman who is so self-made is respected by one and all. Let me tell you that much. You are respected by everybody that you know of, whether they tell you or not. They hold you in, like, you know what, you are one of those people where when you go to the restaurants and stuff, people naturally tend to give you a better seat, because the way in which you look, the way in which you dress, it's just that. You are somebody who has worked so hard, who still works so hard to reach their milestones, yet you're equally humble. The humility is one of the major USPs that you have. Humility is one of the biggest strengths that you have, and men really like you and compliment you for that. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. A lot of you have literally managed to transform yourself. Like, literally, you have shifted shapes, in the sense that you guys have transformed yourself into somebody like, you've had a lot of upgradation, somebody who is no longer recognizable to those people, those who knew you from your past. They can no longer recognize you. You have transformed yourself so much. Actually, most of you are actually at a position where you are at your greatest potential. Today you know what your worth is. Today you are walking towards hitting your whole potential. That's something that men really compliment you on, that this is a person who has not just upgraded their lifestyles but also upgraded their own selves. You have managed to upgrade yourself. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You are a person who has managed to balance spirituality and practicality. You are somebody who has literally made a balance between the two. You have literally created a balance between the two, the spirituality and practicality. At one hand, you can be a very savvy business person. At the same time, in the same breath, you can be equally spiritual, equally into meditation, into occult, into predictive astrology. Like, you are good at both. You can be a great parent, a great mother or a father. At the same time, you can be a very good businessman or a businesswoman. So that kind of a duality that is present, a lot of you could be having Pisces or Gemini, especially these two signs. Expect a powerful change. You know what, people, not just men, women alike, they feel that you are meant for bigger things, some major changes, something that will totally change your life, like upside down, are going to happen, are about to happen and come in your life, which will completely change your perception of about life. Like, you are going to go through the way in which you are evolving yourself. You're meant for bigger and better success in life. That's what men feel about you. Start a revolution. A lot of you are extremely, you tend to stand up whenever you feel there is some injustice that is being done, whenever you feel that there is something which is very not very just, not very equal. You tend to stand up against injustices. Even if it's not done to you, you still tend to stand up. Lioness, you have earned all your stripes. You are a person who has really fought tooth and nail to reach wherever they have in their lives. and you have literally, the scars that you have, they are like a crown to your glory, because those are the things that has taught you, those are the lessons that taught you, that made you who you are. You can be your own knight. Yes, you are so self reliant, you are so fiercely independent. Most of you are fiercely independent. Who knows how, like, you are your own knight in shining armor. You are the person who knows exactly what they want out of their lives, and you are the person who is, like, you are the person who is very, very self reliant, independent, go getter, as well as very compassionate and giving and kind. So you are a person who knows exactly what they want out of their life and are not ashamed to go after your goals full throttle. You don't care what others would say. All you care about is your target and how you can hit those expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. You are a person who knows exactly what your own worth is. There was a time when you used to be a complete people pleaser. There was a time when you literally didn't know what else to expect out of your life. But today you know what your own worth is. You have learned to prioritize your own self. So nothing else matters. How others are gauging you, it just doesn't matter to you, because you know what your worth is. You know how far you have come. So the rest, it doesn't really matter. And that, I don't really pay two hoots about what you think about me. That mindset, maybe some people will call you arrogant, but mostly it liberates you. It changes your body language. You have become pretty intimidating to a lot of people. So men also call you pretty intimidating as an individual. Take control of your own narrative. You are a person who has literally, like, seriously, you do not seek anyone's approval. You have taken control of your own narrative. You no longer care what others are saying about you. You are now at the driver's seat of your own life. So that's what people say, not just men, that this is a person who are totally in control of their own lives. They are the driver of their own life. I mean, nothing can be more liberating than that. So, all right, pile one, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Your support means so much to me. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile two. Let's see compliments that men secretly give you, but behind your back. All right, Eight of Swords. Clearly, you guys have been through or are going through currently a difficult time. Probably I'm seeing like you have been through, like, in the past 1 or 2 years, you have felt really stuck. Maybe a lot of you, it's your own inner demon, like maybe your eating addiction, to any kind of addiction, to I'm not good enough, imposter syndrome, to somebody backstabbing you, or being at a position in life where you literally felt like this, stuck, bound, can't move ahead. Very okay, Eight of Swords twice. Really sad, depressed, all drained, rather, more than like sad and stuff, very drained, exhausted. You felt that way, like, you know what? Like, this life has become so boring, so repetitive, but you were brave enough to face it. Like, even if you felt like not going to the work every day, you went, you kept on doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm seeing a lot of you faced a lot of treachery and backstabbing, especially at work, but you still kept on putting up a very brave face forward, very brave, very forthright face forward. Queen of Swords, you became way more, how shall I put it? You are today, the Queen of Swords is a very sharp person, very intelligent. You can see right through people's nonsense and BS and facade. You are somebody whom people don't really, the manipulators don't really try to mess with. You are a person who knows exactly what they want out of their lives and they are willing to go after it. You are somebody who is also known for their sharp tongues. So you have transformed yourself into a very sharp person in general, very how shall I put it, very effective, from somebody who was pretty procrastinating, didn't know what to do with their life, to somebody who is very proactive. They know exactly what they want out of their life. That kind of a transformation I'm seeing in most of you, and that is something that men really compliment you on. Not just men, I'm saying like both men, women alike, they compliment. Wow, magician, you guys, remember always the magician has all four elements of nature, and you have used both like earth, air, fire, water, all four, and you have got infinite potential. Men literally see that infinite potential in you. You can literally, they feel that you can turn anything into gold, anything into something magical, anything into something which is beyond normal people's capabilities. You are a person who is itself is a magician, somebody who knows, like who has literally used their manifestation power to make something great out of their lives. You have literally used your you are a magic manifester. You have magically transformed your life. That's what men compliment you on. That this is a person who has faced a lot of troubles. A lot of you could be into, very much into meditation, life in quiet contemplation. You have literally been the architect and the alchemist of your own life, of your own destiny. A lot of you probably work with your hands, maybe a tarot reader, an astrologer, a palmist, a healer, a surgeon, a dentist, to a writer, a painter, a chef, somebody, an artist who uses their own hands to work. A lot of you are that way. Some of you could be having a very strong third house, or Gemini could be strong for a lot of you. All right, guys. The compliments is like, seriously, men feel that you have actually become the architect and the alchemist. You are such a good manifester. A lot of you have traveled to a different country, to a different state, to a different place. Like you here tend to stand out, I'm hearing. You tend to completely stand out here. Like maybe you're ethnically completely different from your neighborhood. Maybe you've faced a little bit of bullying for that, but by and large it makes you look very attractive, and that is something that like make a lot of people compliment you on, that this is a person who is very attractive. Five of Wands, you are a very stable person, a very stable, determined kind of a person. You are somebody who is very, you know how stable you are, how capable you are. When people are like, especially you're very good at managing emergencies, when other people are really feeling jittery, like not knowing how to do, how to go about things, how to perform the tasks at hand, you are like calm and collected, like a karmic calm you have about you. So sorry, that is something that is special about you, I'm getting, and that is something that makes you stand out as well. And what I'm seeing is you guys are meant for bigger things, and that is something men talk about. Like this is a person who has got so much of calmness about you, when others are like, especially this is a person who handles emergencies, like steep timelines and emergencies you tend to handle very very well, and you are meant for bigger success. That's what men feel about you. Yeah, you are being seen as a successful, a very bright personality in general, somebody who is brightly shining, somebody who gets a lot of attention. Like wherever you go with this and this Six of Wands, typically I'm getting wherever you go, you guys are classy people, very classy, well dressed, well put together. You know, you are those kind of people Whenever you go to a restaurant, you naturally tend to get the best seat. You know, you're one of those head turners. Like you're walking down the streets and people turn their heads to look at you for the second or a third time. That kind of a person. You are literally shining brightly, literally, as they call it, resplendent in your own glory. That kind of a person. Seven of Wands. You are somebody who is extremely, like, you know how to stand up for yourself and speak out. You are one of those people who stands up and speaks up against, like, anything which is injustice that is happening. A lot of you could be related to the law, judiciary, paralegal, advocate, that kind of a thing, or it could be into some kind of an advocacy, like climate right advocacy, child right advocacy, LGBT. Like, you tend to always stand up against injustices. You feel like there was a time when justice was not given to you until you started speaking up, until you started claiming your own life, claiming your own justice. A lot of you are actually into, very much into spirituality. Maybe some of you could also be a healer of some sort, a spiritual teacher, a healer, people coming to you for mentorship. Those kind of things would, even if you are not right now, those things could come very easily to you, because that is something I can see that comes very naturally. Like, people come to you for life lessons, life suggestions. People find you to be very motivating. You speak pretty well. Yeah, the Hierophant, you are way wise beyond your age. I'm seeing most of you are in your mid 20s to mid 30s, but you tend to speak like you are a 55-year-old, a 30-year-old speaking like a 55-year-old. That kind of a discrepancy I can see, in a discrepancy in a good way. Like, you are so wise, so matured. Okay, I'm just adjusting the camera a little bit. Yeah, you guys are so mature, so wise, way wiser beyond your age, and something that, it is something that makes you stand out in the crowd. You totally stand out in the crowd. All right. Hierophant, the Nine of Cups. You are a person who, like, you have a lot of admirers about you. Loads of people are hankering for your attention, for sure. For sure, I can see a lot of people literally waiting for you, waiting to get your attention, undivided attention. A lot of like, you have a lot of admirers about you, around you, who would love to date you, would, like, people see you as a very ideal partner material. You are shining brightly right now. And of course, somebody who is as bright as you are, people tend to compliment you for sure. Traveler, move in the new direction. You are a person who has literally moved in a new direction. You are a person who has literally, like, you know what, you are that person who literally loves to travel, or it's your work that makes you travel a lot. Also, a lot of you have come a long way in life. You have traveled a long way. A lot of you have settled in a different country, different continent, with completely different culture, environment, everything, as compared to what you grew up in. So that could also be significant. Unbound, releasing soul contracts, past lives, soul patterns. Exactly, you guys have managed to release everything that you have faced in the past. Like, a lot of you have faced some major treachery and betrayal in relationships, in at work, but you have managed to move ahead. You know, once we learn to unbound ourselves from those situations, we tend to get, like, ahead in life in a better way, more um in a more, how shall I put it, more fruitful manner. We manage to embrace our lives. Intend and create. High priest, you are a person who is, like, you are very good at setting your intention in motion. You are very good at creating your desires. You are a person who is known for being a terrific manifester. You are a person who is known for being, like, you know what men compliment, like, people tend to compliment you on is, this is a person, if they think of something, they just manage to manifest it. You are that kind of a manifester, like a very high performing, high level manifester you are. Do a walking meditation each day. Like, you are somebody who believes in like meditation, grounding exercises, then maybe walking, gratitude, like gratitude walks and stuff like that. You guys believe in all such stuff, and you guys are good at all of those as well. You guys know what is good for you, and you are like, you are one of those people who are extremely grounded. You, life has really punched your gut at one point, but you managed to move ahead in life from there. All right, guys, if you like my content, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean so much to me. So please, if you like my content, please, please, please support my channel. Healer, listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth. A river of mercy blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. You are naturally, a lot of you are healers, could be into the medical profession, conventional medicine, dentistry, nurse, or maybe a naturopath, a herbalist, an Ayurveda practitioner, or could be a psychiatrist, uh, excuse me, therapist, trauma specialist. Those could also be seen. You are a natural healer. That's what I can see. A natural healer. Believe in the impossible. You are somebody who genuinely believes in the impossible. Impossible, you genuinely believe that impossible is nothing. You can conquer everything and anything in this whole world. You can do anything if you put your mind into it. You had a lot of faith in your own abilities, even when you were constantly and continuously failing, and probably people would mock you for that. Probably you would say like, no, no, things will get better, things are on the verge of getting better, and people would probably laugh at you, at your face only. But you know what, now people realize that, this is a person who always believed in the higher domain, who they always believed in their own abilities, and that is something, that's the reason why this person is so successful today. Tiger, you are being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you are capable of doing so. You are a person who is like the tiger, who is seriously, you are standing out in the crowd. You are a person who is standing out in the crowd. You are a person who genuinely believes in doing things that way. Like, you know what? You are a person who is known for their leadership qualities and capabilities. These are the qualities in you that makes you stand apart. Surrender to the divine. You are somebody who has managed to surrender themselves to the higher power. You have managed to surrender themselves to the divine. You are a person who has managed to connect with the higher power, who has managed to literally, you know what, you are a person who has managed to the third realm, fifth realm as they call it, and you act like a conduit to download the heavy information and pass it on to the people around you. You are like a healer, you who acts like a conduit of power. You are somebody, what people really compliment you on is, this is a person who has immense power and immense potential about them, and they are using their potential, their power, in order to heal others, not just for their own selves. End of a tough cycle approaches. Exactly, people realize that you guys have been through some major testing times, but that part is over now. You guys have managed to come out of that tough cycle, and today you are at a very very stable, very very stable situation. You are at a very very stable situation where you know that there is nothing that can stop you today. Now that you have faced a lot worse, you are no longer scared. the age of light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. Literally, you are a person, you are like a ray of light for a lot of people. Those people who are struggling in their lives, you tend to attract difficult, like people who are going through difficulties, you tend to attract them. You are one of those people who has managed to move ahead in life, who has managed to make you have touched, like people life like you tend to touch a lot of other people's lives. Wherever you go, you are like that ray of hope to a lot of people. So a lot of troubled souls, a lot of small animals tend to get attracted towards you. People like you are born to touch a lot of other people's lives in a positive way. You are a lot tougher than you think you are. Exactly. People around you, men think that you're a very tough person, very strong person, somebody who persevered through all their difficulties, conquered them, and moved ahead with their lives, managed to manifest what was right for them. So, men literally compliment you on the strength that you display. A win-win outcome is the focus. Men literally feel that you are going to make it really big. You are meant for bigger things in life. You are meant for bigger and better things in life. You are somebody who never should compromise on things that really matters to you. You should only be surrounded by those people who are not toxic. Grow within your current situation. You are a person who has grown wiser. You are a person who has grown wiser, who is more dependable, somebody who is wise, dependable, somebody who is more reliable, somebody who has seen a lot of life, somebody who has lived a lot of life. As I said, you could be a 30-year-old, but you have the experiences of a 55-year-old. That's the difference. That's the essence that I can talk of, and that is something, this wisdom that you bring on table is very attractive to most people. Villain, you can always rewrite your story. Literally, what men compliment you on is you are a person who has literally rewritten your life story. Life was not very kind to you initially to start with, but you chose to change it for the better. You chose yourself, and slowly but surely, life too started favoring you. Life too started choosing you over and above other people. Phoenix, how is that for a happily ever after? You are a person who is like this phoenix who rose from the ashes like a phoenix, and you have literally managed to manifest this happily ever afters, and you have literally managed, like, you are this phoenix who knows exactly what you have been through, but you have managed to release them, and today you are going towards a happily ever after, like a fairy tale ending for your own life, fairy tale situations in your own life. And that is something men compliment you on, that this is a person who went through so much but never gave up hope, and have literally turned their lives around, which justice is coming. You are a person who is known for being very just, somebody who is known for delivering justice, somebody who is known for being, like, a lot of you could be attached to the judiciary or some kind of advocacy, but you also, some of you felt like things were not just with you earlier, but now things are getting better. You are getting the justice that you always deserved. Today you are getting that. You are receiving that justice. Dragons, slay them all. Men also compliment you on the courage that you have. This is a guy. This is a girl who has one prosthetic fit, and she's going to, with that, she's going ahead to slay the dragons. You are also that way. There was a time when you were riddled with your own troubles and own inner demons, but you never let them control you. Instead, what you did was you slaughtered them, you slayed them, and moved right ahead. and that has given you the success that you are enjoying today, the confidence that you have today about yourself. Mural, be your own first priority. You are the person who literally is like, you have managed to make yourself your own first priority. You have managed to literally prioritize yourself. You tend to literally embody self love. Self love is something that is so special to you. You are a person who knows exactly what is right for you. You know exactly what your standards are, and you do not lower them. There was a time when you would literally bend over backwards for other people, but today you know what your standards are, what your boundaries are, and you don't care what others say about you. You know what is right for you, and that's that. Lavender, surround yourself with love. You are somebody who has literally managed to surround, you are not a very social person. You have probably 3 4 5 people who are very close to you, your pets, some the music that you love, the books that you love, the plants that you love. I'm getting a very crystals, very cozy environment is there in your house. What you have is like, these are small things that you have, and that tend to surround you, that tend to, like, you are a very choosy person. A lot of people know about you, but very few of them actually know you in person, because you're not a very social, very sociable, gregarious kind of a person. And that is something a lot of people find, very men especially, find very like attractive about you, because you, it makes you very mysterious. They cannot decode you easily. Paint the sun back into your sky. A lot of you have literally, you are like, the sun is the source of our energy, of our life. You are like the life source for a lot of other people. You are the sun. You are like the sun for a lot of other people. You are a person who knows exactly what others like. You are the person who is like, you tend to support a lot of people. A lot of you are very giving, very compassionate, so you give that support system to others. You are like this, as I said, the sun. You are your bright presence. Like, people tend to like literally are willing to wait in order to be able to speak to you for 5 minutes. You have that presence about you. I'm sorry. You have that presence about you, and people love to interact with you. People love to talk to you. Slow down and celebrate yourself. You guys are one of those people who has at last learned to celebrate their own selves. You have at last learned to, what, literally need to learn to prioritize my own self, because if I don't prioritize my own self, people will not prioritize me. So moment we have that shift, moment we learn to prioritize ourselves, keep ourselves happy, things around us also start turning in our favor. And that is exactly what has happened to you as well. All right, pile 2, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation, guys. If you like my content, guys, please 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 hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support means the world to me. So please, if you like my content, please support my channel. Thank you. Namaste.